Best Practices of Corporate Social Responsibility by the Other A-Team. So let's start with a quick refresher. What is CSR? We can quickly take a note from Dr. Day's own slides, and here we see three similar definitions. Social obligation, the obligation of a business to meet its economic and legal responsibilities and nothing more. Social responsiveness, when a firm engages in social actions in response to some popular social need. And finally, social responsibility, a business's intention beyond its legal and economic obligations to do the right things and act in ways that are good for society. Social responsibility, however, is the definition we really care about. We, throughout our research, have looked into the hospitality industry and what the best practices are for that industry. Next, we examined how CSR programs should really be measured based on the best practices for those programs.
So what are best practices? We define this in our paper as the ability for a social responsibility program to address as many factors as possible. Factors include cost effectiveness, environmental impact, and community benefit.
Let's dive into two examples that show what our group was really looking into. The first example is low-flow toilets. Based on factors listed before, we can see that low-flow toilets on average have a high initial cost to the company or organization implementing them, but the toilet's long lifespan can relatively low maintenance give it a high sustainability factor. Furthermore, they are low-flow toilets, and as the name suggests, they use considerably less water than traditional flush toilets. Low-flow toilets are currently building code and use no more than 1.6 gallons of water per single flush.
They are more efficient and save water, great for the environment and our property water usage bill. Win-win, right? Based on our research, there are actually a lot of programs that have been implemented based on first glances. These are programs that are towards the light green or legal approach end of the environmental sensitivity scale. When you look at the cost of installation, initial costs of the toilets in general over an extended period of time, the toilets are not actually cost effective in the property. They save a small amount of water, which is a good thing, but cause the property to lose money in the long run. Now you might be saying, isn't that okay? It's the responsibility of the company to spend money to be better for the environment, right? You would be right, but we are looking at the best possible practices. Companies, however greenly motivated, are about making money. The low-flow toilets would be so expensive in the initial cost that the company would be forced to cut corners or boost costs to the consumers within the community, which could cause negative impacts in unforeseen areas. The next example we looked at was the linen and towel reuse programs that are being implemented in many properties across the country. The process of giving a guest the choice of reusing their linens and towels for the duration of their stay, or to have them washed and replaced every day, has shown a large impact on the company's image and balance sheet once they have set these programs in motion. The program allows for individual guests to choose if they want their towels and linens to be washed daily or to be washed at the end of their stay.
Here we can see some numbers provided by the Hotel and Lodging Association that better show this program's benefits. The following numbers are industry averages based on current and previous surveys provided by the Hotel and Lodging Association. Based on an average hotel size of 300 rooms and an occupancy rate of 72% of those 300 rooms, then following the data provided by the Hotel and Lodging Association surveys with a 22% guest participation of hotels that have implemented these programs, it has been calculated that 92 cents per hour of labor and energy costs were saved. That multiplied by 365 total days of year that the hotels are in operation. It is calculated that on average, hotels save close to $16,000 a year by simply implementing this simple program.
And in conclusion, CSR is something that is becoming more significant in today's world. It is our job as future business leaders to be aware of what is best for our industry. That's all. Thank you.